Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, it's great to have you. I love talking about beauty, mainly luxury beauty products. Luxury beauty products are my kryptonite. Through the years, I've definitely evolved and believe in less is more. I have narrowed down and edited my collection over time. And today I wanted to talk about my top 10 tried and true faves that I would repurchase as soon as possible if all my fancy makeup disappeared. I have 3 base products that I have repurchased numerous times and will continue to repurchase. The first being the Chanel Water Fresh Tint. This is a product that I've been using ever since it launched. I go through about one of these every year, a year and a half. I use this in the shade medium, and this is your skin but better in a bottle. It's a great product for no makeup lovers. It is extremely sheer and it's a watery tint with little beads of pigment. The beads break up and you're just left with really hydrated, glowing skin and just enough of a tint to even out the skin tone in the most natural way possible. It's so sheer. It's definitely flexible in terms of shade selection. I love using the shade medium because it just gives a really flattering warmth to my skin. It also comes with a little brush, which can come in handy if I'm on the go. The next favorite is the Dior foundation stick. This is the best foundation stick I've tried. Every single time I use it, I love the way my makeup looks. It's so easy to use. Most of the time, shade 2N is my best match. A great product to travel with because it won't count, against any liquid restrictions. Gives a really blurring finish to the skin. I get a good medium coverage. You can build it up. Personally prefer just using a thin layer of this. That way it just looks really fresh and natural. If I use it too much to build more coverage, it can look a little bit heavy. So I just prefer a very sheer layer applied with a dense foundation brush, and I get a solid medium coverage from this product. The next luxury base product I can't be without is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Concealer. I use this in shade N250 and I use this as foundation. This is the foundation that I'm wearing today. Now they do make a foundation in this range, but the concealer obviously has more coverage, and this is my favorite special occasion base when I really want a flawless, fuller coverage look. There's just something so special about this concealer. I love the way it spreads across the skin, and because it has more concentrated coverage, I'm able to use less of it and still get a really good, flawless coverage. The color match is excellent and it just blends into the skin so easily, blurs any pores and texture beautifully. This is just my go-to fancy, fuller coverage base. The second I run out of it, I repurchase it. It has a large doe foot applicator. It's really easy to spread all over the face. I usually just stripe it on in a thin layer, and then I either use a foundation brush or a damp sponge to blend it out. Before we move on to my luxury under eye staples, I want to say thank you to Idol for sponsoring this portion of the video. Idol is one of my favorite jewelry brands. I've been working with them for over a year now, and it's always such an exciting partnership. It's a modern fine jewelry company that produces the most beautiful, high quality lab-grown diamond and gold pieces that always just feel so special to put on. They really suit my style. They suit my aesthetic. They believe that everybody deserves a little bit of luxury in their lives. They have beautiful, high quality, fine jewelry made in Belgium. They have an atelier in Antwerp, and they offer a little bit of luxury in my everyday life. And it's been such a pleasure to slowly build my collection over time and to share my top picks and favorites from the brand with you. All their jewelry is of the highest quality lab-grown diamonds at a more approachable price point. They have beautiful 14 karat gold. You can choose if you want white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold for your pieces. A lot of their pieces are modular, which is the coolest thing. You can start with a simple pair of stud earrings, and then you can customize them. You can add different modules to them in order to switch up the look. My top favorite modular add-on for the earrings is the Live. It's what I'm wearing today, and you probably see me wearing this in my videos all the time. I actually have two of them so that sometimes if I want a matching earring look, I can wear one on each ear, but I also love an asymmetrical look, so that's the vibe I'm going with today. And the size of diamond stud that I have is the largest size. You can select, customize your size. You can select from 3 different sizes. This is the largest size stud with the Live add-on. And then on this ear, I have the Jade add-on, which is so cute. I love the little drop down look. It looks like I have more piercings in my ear too. I only have 1 piercing in each ear, but sometimes I like to fake the look of multiple piercings. The Jade add-on is perfect for that because it gives you a little bit of extra sparkle. And then this is the Essence cuff, which is so adorable. This just has a really small, tiny little dangling diamond, and it's super comfortable. I love an ear cuff. They also have an add-on ear cuff that has a little chain that adds on to the stud that I filmed clips of that you can see. That one's also really cute. And my latest addition to my collection, a little early birthday present to myself, is this choker. This is the Charlie choker, and it is such a beautiful necklace. I love dainty gold necklaces. It's easy to layer with other more statement pieces, but most of the time I'm pretty minimal. It has 3 different length settings. Usually I keep it on the middle setting because it fits perfectly just in the crook of my neck here. Just adds such a beautiful little sparkly detail. These diamonds are so shiny. They sparkle beautifully in the sunlight. Anytime you order from Idol, you get really beautiful packaging, and you also get a card letting you know more about the diamonds and the quality of the jewelry that you're purchasing. And they also have a really great travel jewelry case. So many cute little gifts with purchases as well. Their pouches are great to travel with. With my last order, I received a complimentary jewelry cleaner, which is always great to have on hand. I am so grateful to work with them again. I will link all the pieces that I have in my collection in the description box below. Check them out if you are looking for a really beautiful, luxurious treat for yourself or for somebody special in your life. They make incredible gifts. They are truly pieces that are classic, but they are modern. They have that modern edge to them that I really love. It's pieces that I can continue wearing and restyling and mixing and matching for a lifetime. It makes me feel so special every single time I wear my Idol pieces. I get compliments all the time on them too, which is always lovely. So make sure you check them out, and thank you again so much to Idol for sponsoring this portion of the video. When it comes to the under eye area, I have 2 bougie ride or die products. This has been my holy grail under eye corrector for six or 7 years, and it's something that pains me to repurchase because it is very expensive, but you do get a lot of product. So a tube usually lasts me about 1.5 years, sometimes even 2 years, and I use this every single day. And it's the Sisley Phyto-Cernes Éclat. This is their under eye concealer, but I use shade number 2 as a corrector. Most of the time I wear another concealer on top of it. You can see here that it is quite peachy, but it does work alone too in a pinch. It melts into the skin beautifully, and it just counteracts those weird little greenish bluish tones, the darkness under my eyes, and it doesn't crease, it doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look cakey. It just magically corrects the darkness while making my under eyes look really fresh. The other bougie under eye favorite is a more recent favorite that I discovered over the past year, but man is it good. And I was very hesitant about it, hesitant to recommend it because it is, again, it's very expensive and you don't get a lot of product. You only get 2.4 milliliters of product, whereas with the Sisley you get 15 milliliters of product, so you get so much more in this. But the Victoria Beckham Augustina's Botter Under Eye Concealer Pen is fantastic. It is so, so good. And I don't know. I mean, I've had it since it launched and I haven't used it up yet, which is a miracle. I don't use it every day, but anytime I want a no makeup, anytime I'm in a rush and I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, but I just want a little something to just kind of take the edge off, especially under my eyes, I use this. And it's like the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, but better. It's everything I like about Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, but improved because it wears better. The Armani Luminous Silk Concealer doesn't wear as well under my eyes. Started creasing a lot faster, and I don't experience that with this. This, again, it barely creases. It just looks so good under the eyes. Even though it's very little coverage, it just makes my under eyes look fresh and healthy. It makes my under eye skin look fresh, healthy, glowing from within, and it wears really well. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it if you expect a lot of coverage, because this has very light coverage. But similar to the Chanel Water Fresh tint, it just does something. It does something to my under eyes. It makes them look fresh and healthy naturally. I love that undetectable makeup on the skin, makeup that you can look at yourself in the car mirror in the middle of the day and you can look at yourself and say, wow, my skin looks really good. That's the kind of makeup that I'm after especially for every day. So these two really, really do that for me, and yeah, I'm thrilled. My wallet is not thrilled. I also hear amazing things about the Chanel Sublimage concealer, the one that comes in a pot, and I do really want to try that one. So stay tuned for a review of that when that happens. Let's move on to cheek products. An oldie but goodie, Hermes Rose Tan. This is my favorite summer blush. I have been wearing this for many years now. It's still going strong, and I find the name really misleading because this isn't really rose tan. This is more of a peachy, a warm peachy kind of blush. It reminds me of the old Burberry Tangerine blush, if you remember that one. The formula is very similar to the old Burberry blush formula as well. It does have a very strong floral fragrance, so just a word of warning. It's really pleasant though. I actually really like the smell, but it is quite strong. Hermes blushes are refillable. They have a little hole at the bottom, and you can just push the pan out with a little pin, and you can purchase a pan refill for it. The packaging is very sleek, very chic. Hermes beauty packaging is designed by Pierre Hardy, so it's very elegant, very beautiful. It doesn't feel that substantial. It's all plastic, so it doesn't have that luxurious weight to it, but it's very elegantly designed. And the blush itself is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous silky blush formula. I can apply it on my face even if I don't set it with powder, and it never looks patchy. It's not powdery. It's just a really great, solid, silky soft matte blush formula. And then the other cheek favorite is the Westman Atelier Cheek Duo in the Petal Biscuit colorway. An incredible powder formula. This is more matte, even more matte than the Hermes. A velvety, blurring matte texture. I love the way that it makes my skin look smoother. I struggle with a lot of texture on my skin, so anytime I use a product that gives me extra blurring, it's music to my ears. And this is just an incredible powder. It's one of the best matte powder formulas I have ever used on my face. Another powder that really stands out to me is the Sisley blurring powder. This is the Blur Expert Perfecting Smoothing Powder. I have hit pan on it. It has taken me a long time to hit pan. This is not something that I use every single day, but when I do use this powder, I am reminded of how remarkable it is. And again, if you struggle with skin texture, if you have acne scarring, uneven skin texture, large pores, this powder just makes skin look smoother, and it is incredible. I know some people like to use this powder as a primer, so and I have used it like that before, like you apply the powder underneath your foundation, but I just like this as a finishing powder at the very, very end. I use my regular loose setting powder. I apply all my face products, all my powder products, my setting powder, and then at the very end, I take a little brush and I swirl it into the Sisley powder, and then I just go over the borders of my cheek makeup, my T-zone. This is where I have most of my acne scarring or my large pores, and I just smooth everything over with a brush, and it just makes my texture not make it disappear. It's not that dramatic, but it is a noticeable difference. And this is a great touch-up powder. Blot off excess oil, maybe touch up my blush or bronzer if it faded throughout the day, and then I can just take the Sisley powder and just smooth it all over my face. This used to only come in this shade, but now I see that they have a lighter shade as well that I don't know. I used to think I needed a lighter shade, but now I honestly don't have issues with this shade. For the eyes, I'm cheating because I have a favorite, but I also have a honorable mention. So I think we're gonna go over top 10, but that will be our little secret, okay? The Prada eyeshadow palettes. This little palette that looks like nothing. The shades are so subtle, they're so soft. This is my favorite my favorite bougie eyeshadow palette right now. I can't get enough of it. I just love how delicate it is, and it's a low contrast, soft, beautiful, neutral eyeshadow palette. And the Prada eyeshadow formula is so good. They're almost creamy. They're like creamy powder shadows, really good pigment. They build so beautifully on the eyes. This palette is really soft and subtle, but a lot of their palettes from their regular line have really fun pops of color and really intense metallic shades as well. This metallic shade, this is from I think it's number 1. This gold in here is so intense, so creamy, so beautiful. But the number 7 Peony palette, this was limited edition from spring, but they still had refills of it available on the Prada website last time I checked. So the Prada palettes are refillable. This is what it looks like. They don't have magnets on them or anything, so you would have to buy a magnet separately to stick on the back so that it sticks to a palette. In a very similar vein, we have the Clé de Peau eyeshadows. This is an older one. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you will remember. This is the eyeshadow quad that I'm wearing right now. This was my holy grail favorite for many years. This was, I think it was 303 Baby Universe. That's what it was called. These have been reformulated, and the new formula is just as nice, even more creamy. Such a joy to use, which is called Starlight Splendor. This is what it looks like. I just keep these in a palette, so I don't have cases for all of them. I just keep them in a palette because it's more practical for me. But the updated formula of the Clé de Peau eyeshadows, just as nice, if not better. They are slightly more creamy than the old formula used to be, and they perform really nicely. And these are textures that I really appreciate, especially as I'm getting older and I'm noticing the texture of my eyelids starting to change. My eyelid skin is a little bit thinner, and it can't handle certain eyeshadow textures as well as it used to. So I really love things that are a bit more, they're sheer, buildable, forgiving. They have this, even the matte shades, they're not like a dusty matte. There's like a little bit of a satin quality to them, so they're just really flattering on the eyes. They blend easily, and they don't emphasize any texture. So if you are also noticing that your eyelid skin is changing over time, and you just want something that's going to smooth over and blend beautifully without emphasizing any crepiness or any texture. And yeah, the Clé de Peau shadows and the Prada shadows are amazing. The Prada shadows are more pigmented than Clé de Peau. So if you want something a bit more punch, a bit more intensity, I would point you in the direction of Prada. Let me just wipe down my eyeshadow because I do want to swatch. I want to swatch the lip products on the back of my hand. If I had to choose just one lip product, one luxury lip product from my collection to recommend to you, it would be the Chanel. This is the Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue, and I love the shade Pink Nude the most. This is the color that I'm wearing today, and this is a lip formula that I've been wearing for over a decade, and it's still amazing. They have improved the formula. They made it even better over time. This is just a long-wearing, transfer-resistant lip formula that's not drying. You have one end that has the color. You apply it on the lips. Pink Nude is an amazing My Lips But Better shade. You apply it on the lips. You wait for it to set. It doesn't take a long time, just a few seconds. There's a very faint vanilla scent, which is so nice. It's so pleasant. And then you apply the gloss top coat. The gloss is not sticky at all. It just gives the perfect amount of dimension and shine to the lips. And it's really, really comfortable. Just a joy to use. So cannot say enough good things. Pink Nude is one of the newer colors that they launched. Timeless Beige is another really good one. In terms of traditional lipstick, I have two honorable mentions, and one of them is the Lisa Eldridge Rouge Experience. This feels so luxurious in the hand. I love the way that this feels. There's such nice weight to it. My favorite shade is the shade Lisa. This is just the perfect pink. It's perfect. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's the perfect everyday soft pink. Every single time I wear this color, I just feel like it brightens my face so beautifully, and the Rouge Experience lipstick formula is the best. It's a satin finish. There's a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not a dull matte. There's no fragrance to it. There's no weird flavor whatsoever. It glides on so beautifully. It's not too silicone-y, but it has just enough slip to just give a really beautiful, even application on the lips. Love this so much. Before the Lisa Eldridge Rouge Experience came along, my favorite classic satin lipstick was the Byredo lipstick, and design-wise, I still prefer the Byredo. I love the Byredo packaging so much. It's so cool. It's like this dual, gold and silver bent bullet. And these were not refillable when they first launched, but they have been rejigged a little bit, and they are now refillable. And now they come in a bunch of different finishes, but this is just the classic satin lipstick in the shade Earth Dust. This is such a good nude. One of my favorites. It's brownish, but not too brown. It's a really well-balanced nude. Slightly warmer than the Pink Nude from Chanel that I'm wearing today. So let me swatch the Chanel lipstick as well, just so you have a frame of reference. So here we have Lisa Eldridge Lisa. In the middle, we have Byredo Earth Dust. And on this end here, we have Chanel Pink Nude. The Byredo lipstick formula is still phenomenal. The Lisa Eldridge is just a little bit, it's a little bit thinner, and it has, yeah, it's a little bit thinner and more weightless on the lips while still being just as pigmented. They're both incredibly comfortable, but yeah, the Lisa Eldridge formula just feels a bit more modern. So that's my current top 10 luxury makeup favorite roundup, with some honorable mentions sneaking in there because I can't help myself. These products make me feel so happy and so excited to put my makeup on. Let me know what your current bougie luxury makeup favorite is in the comments below. I always love catching up with you and knowing what you're loving. I get so many amazing recommendations from you, and I'm always really grateful for that. So grateful for your support. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.